Hello, we are discussing a painting, not a print, a painting, a drawing by Gabriel Caruana. So Gabriel Caruana is well known in Malta, and if you go on the internet you can read all about him. And certainly he was prolific, and he churned out quite a wide variety of pictures and images. And the supply is fairly constant and available, and to the modern eye this is desirable, and it is collected. The artist is helpful in the respect he signed his works well and often dated them. So you have a pencil signature here, Gabriel Caruana Malta 2006. It helps the buyer, it helps the collector. We're in no doubt what it is. Now, this is not a print, as I say. It is an oil painting or gouache on paper, not on canvas, but on paper. One of the pitfalls with paper is it can ripple and it can have an unpleasant sheen, if you like. This one is well mounted, and the condition of the picture is good, other than some foxing or deterioration in the paper. I am glad on this occasion this paper has got these defects, which might be deterioration after the paper was made, or they may be anomalies in the construction of the paper. I think they probably are, due to the way the paper was stored. If it was just perfect, sterile white paper, it would look slightly poster-like and print-like. It hasn't got that feel. You have got some fingerprints of black paint around the edge. You've got this dry brushwork where the paint has not got a neat edge, and you have this spontaneous look, and it is, you can see it is a painting, not a print. So the scene, it's monochrome. It is the colour of the paper plus one colour of paint or ink. He does often, well, his works go through sculpture, through collages, through to colourful paintings, to uncolourful paintings, to small ones, to big ones. There's nearly every type of art you can imagine. But what he has here is these, I think they're figures. I don't know what it means. This is the thing about these pictures. I don't know what it means. It's not titled. Is it a birthday party? Are these balloons? I don't know. What are these palm trees? I don't know. Are these people? Is that a tree? I don't know. And so you can title the picture as you want to. But when you look at the work of Gabriel Caruana, you need to be aware, due to his prolific nature, he would do an item, and quite quickly he would move on to another item. I mean, this is not a hugely laboursome picture, but the difficulty in doing this sort of picture is if you start painting it, it is very easy for them to be lopsided, and it's very easy to look unfinished. This picture as a composition works well, and you haven't got the impression that it's all over one side or isn't finished. It has a certain spontaneity and a certain intensity, which is complete and finished, and it works. And this picture is quite large. This is the other thing. You can buy small ones from other artists and this artist, and it's nice to buy something of decent size. You can go in quite a large room, go on a staircase, go wherever you like, go in the kitchen. So it's a pleasing size, it's well framed, modern frame, and as I say, I think that the subject and the composition is good. Now, I would like to say that with this artist Gabriel Caruana, there is, due to this prolific nature, there is a spoilage rate. Now, some artists, when they finish a less successful artwork, will dispose of the artwork. I believe within a range of artists, from the ones who dispose of the ones they don't like to the ones who keep everything, my feeling is this artist kept everything. And you will find some of his artworks which are not appealing. Now that's all beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I've seen some artworks by this artist which are not pleasant to look at. They are garbled and the composition isn't right, and sometimes the pictures contain elements of the two different styles which don't necessarily go well together. Sometimes they have painting colour which doesn't go very well, and often these abstract ones, which are sometimes can be slightly jarring and unsatisfying. So again, it depends on what you're looking for and what your expectations are. But I think if you're buying from this artist, you want to buy something named and dated. You want to buy something which is flat. You want to buy something which is aesthetically pleasing, with a composition which looks like it's finished, which looks like it's one of the ones he would have liked. So that's the skill in buying these pictures. Are they good value? I think they are very good value. I think if they were 50 years older, they would be hugely more money. I think the fact there are lots of them around isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't think that drives the price down. I think it gives the collector a context on which to judge their Gabriel Caruanas. I think decoratively they're very, very in tune at the moment, and I think they will remain in tune. I think because it is Maltese and a useful item, I think that this one in particular is a good one to buy. The fact it's black means the colour is fairly neutral, and it will hang in many places. I hope that gets across the sort of spirit of what we're doing with here. Thanks for looking in.